Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morris. And his throw is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Morris now on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Kelly.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now Cohen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open there is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 games.
To throw is Morris on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Kelly. And now past another. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Morris throwing on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
10-2 stop.
Looking to throw. Morris. Oh, and this ball's tipped and in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Here's Morris from the downhill throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job to... Offensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Kelly, 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
180! Mike, 58, right there. Alert, alert, alert!
58, come on! 58, come on!
Lock in, lock in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
First down,
I'm going to come back to you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 2nd down now, it's Kelly, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trubisky's pass is caught by Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A strong and a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
That's what I do.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check safety.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I can't believe they even let you.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Blue. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Right there. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Morris operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Lions 26, Bears 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6 and that decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Morris. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Morris now. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get it.
He shakes him off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Morris. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll keep it in the hands of Kellen. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Joseph on for the field goal.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking. Alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Mike 40, check, he's coming, Blue. Check 3, check 4.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over.
On the set.
Hey, I'm coming.
Pilot, 64, weak. Lead River.
On 1st down, it's Keller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Morris. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of...
Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Slam, slam, slam. Use all quarters. Check three.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down. It's Kelly, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Set. 30 base. Switch up. Get it.
They'll go again with Kelly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set up. 18 Gator. 61. Matchbox lights. Ready.
To throw is Morris on 1st and 10. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kelly. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike, 45. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, flag. Topper. Now.
Morris to throw on 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is Kelly. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bears take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's fourth.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Down. 10-2 stop. Double time. Double time. General Webb, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready? 50, plant. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Five.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. And it's
Here we go. 70, Indy.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one today